Hi everyone, it's Miss Goldman and we are here for our third lesson of Eureka Module 6. And as always, if you are printing these out, please make sure you are printing them out lesson by lesson, not waste paper. And if you are printing them out because you cannot see the pictures, or if you decide you want to work better on paper, that is fine. Just make sure you are, as always, sending me pictures of your work through either Google Classroom, email, or Class Dojo, so that you will receive credit for the work. And as always, if I'm going too fast, you can always pause me. As we know, I'm sometimes moving a little bit faster when I'm not talking, when it's you doing the independent work, so that you're not listening to a silent video. So let's get started. So for this problem, it says this table shows the number of students in each class. And we have baking. Here, I'll make it so you can see baking, sports, chorus, and drama. And then what we're going to be doing is using this data and graphing it over here. So you can see baking has been done for you. There's 9, and if you look, these are going by 2. So it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and so on. So what you're going to do, which I just told you, write the value of each square in the bar graph. We know it's 2. But write that in a complete sentence if you can. Then you're going to write a number sentence to find how many total number of students are enrolled in classes. We want the total number, that is big, total students. And then finally, how many fewer students are in sports than in chorus and baking combined. And then you're going to write a number sentence again to show your thinking. And remember, a number sentence is a math problem. So take your time. And also over here, remember, just like I did, move these over here. You can just draw a box and shade it. All right, and we're going to go with the answers now. So as you can see, I kind of moved the questions over. That way I would have enough time, space to write everything. So here you can see I made my bar graph for sports, chorus, and drama. I wanted to make sure you could see because I couldn't get it to fade. So I did it slightly, not the whole thing. That way you could see those numbers. Then, what is the value of each square in the bar graph? Like I said, I would have liked you to change it into a sentence. So I said the value of each square in the bar graph is 2. B, it says write a number sentence to find how many total students are enrolled in classes. So I said 9 plus 16 plus 13 plus 18 equals 56. And for problem C, it says how many fewer students are in sports than in chorus and baking combined. Writing number sentence to show your thinking. So I wrote, first did 9 plus 13 equals 22, and then I did 22 minus 16 equals 6. Now 9 and 16 come from, 9, which is baking, here. I'll highlight it so you can see. So I added 9 first, and chorus, so 9 plus 13, which is 22. And then I subtracted that answer of 22 minus 16, which then told me there are 6 less students in sports than in chorus and baking combined. So let's keep going. So for this one, we're going to be using the bar graph here. So it says this bar graph shows Kyle's savings from February to June. Use a straight edge to help you read the bar graph. Now, you might not have a straight edge with you. If you do, great. A straight edge can be a book, it can be a ruler, whatever you have. Maybe you're even using the line tool to draw this to see. So first it asks, how much money did Kyle save in May? So here's May. I'll make it yellow again. So we see where we are. So Kyle saved $34. I know this because if I go across, here is 35. I'll try to make it as perfect as I can right now. See, there is 34. So I wrote Kyle saved $34. And as you see, I use the dollar sign. Make sure you are putting that dollar sign in when it asks about money, because we're not talking about 34 shoes or 34 Pokemon cards or fidget spinners. So make sure you put in the right thing. So what you're doing is now is B, C, and D. So in which months did Kyle save less than $35? How much more did Kyle save in June than in April? And for this one, you also need to write a number sentence to show your thinking. And D, the money Kyle saved in blank was half the money he saved in blank. So take your time. And we are going to go over these answers. So I wrote Kyle saved less than $35 in February, April, and May. Look, a complete sentence. For C, how much more did Kyle save in June than in April? You write a number sentence. So I have 40 minus 23. Because here is June, which is at 40. And here is at April, which is at 23. So there's my sentence. And then Kyle saved $17. Now it wants to know the money Kyle saved in April was half the money he saved in March. So if you look at March and April, April is half of what March is. So let's keep going. All right, now we're going to use the same graph, but what we're going to do is complete this table using all of this. So we're going to use all of this to complete this table. So look, I did February for us. I wrote February and $30 he saved. Now you have to do March, April, May, and June. All right, we're going to go over these answers right now. So as you see, I wrote March, April, May, June. So March was $46 saved. April was $23 saved. May was $34 saved, and June was $40 saved. So as you can see, all I did was take this information and write it over here. So let's keep going to our last problem. So now we're using a different graph. So this is about how much Charlotte reads Monday through Friday, which hopefully you are reading still at least 30 minutes a day. So it says, use this bar graph's line as a ruler to draw the intervals of the numbers on the line shown below. Then plot the label to point for each day of the number line. So you can see I started, here's Friday, because I did Friday first, because I went Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. And Friday was actually the least amount, and you can see I put these as like 10, 20, 30. We have 10, 20, 30, 40, let's make that better, 40, 50, 60, ooh, Missy's one, let's fix that, 60, and 70. So what you're going to do is write the number and plot it. So now, because I'm writing it on here, it's a little bit harder, so you can just do the first letter. Tuesday and Thursday, I would say for Thursday, write T-H, and for Tuesday, T-U. So you're going to graph Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, and Monday on here. And as you can see, I put a dot for 25 to show that was Friday. And then what you're going to do is use the graph or number line, whichever you choose, to answer these two questions. So on which days did Charlotte read the same number of minutes? And how many minutes did Charlotte read on these days? And how many more minutes did Charlotte read on Wednesday than Friday? So these are your last problems for this lesson, so keep going. All right, and we're going to go over these answers now. So here you can see at 50 we had Thursday, Tuesday, and Monday right here. And I put another dot next to it. And on Wednesday, 55 because it's in between 50 and 60. So I wrote Charlotte read for 50 minutes on Wednesday, Tuesday, and Monday. And how many more minutes did Charlotte read on Wednesday than on Friday? I said Charlotte read for 30 more minutes on Wednesday than on Friday. And I can see because here's Friday at 25. Sorry, here's Friday at 25. And here's Wednesday at 55. So you can just do 55 minus 25, which would get you 30. If you didn't show your work originally, that's okay, as long as you got 30 minutes. So that was the last problem for this lesson. So I hope you're having fun with these graphs and reading the data. Maybe you could even try collecting your own data as well. You can ask family members about something. Maybe you create your own data about how much you're reading, how many problems you're answering on Prodigy or Zern, or how long you've been on something. So, as always, stay smart, be smart, go for the gold, stay safe, and I will see you tomorrow, hopefully at 11 o'clock for a live lesson. Bye!